as we usually start off with lame ass One Piece. Um, I
I
I think I don't know if I said it in the last episode. It might have been off air, but yeah. If Luffy don't kill Kaido, I'm pretty much done. Like I don't. They did too much build up to Wano for that to not happen, and it's not looking like it's gonna happen. The fact that the Akazuya 9 are still alive, that tells me that nobody's dying. I think I used to
yeah.
joke about it, but now it's really like I think they're taking the Pokemon approach and they're just gonna go for it.
Yeah, I mean it's a tough thing, right? Because we've been watching well, you've been watching the show
I've been
forever.
watching the show since it was on in English on Saturday mornings in like fifth grade.
Bro, they don't even make the English version no more. That's the crazy part about it. They don't even do the dub version.
But
They they
that's smart
they do
because
only sub.
the dub crew was probably like, yeah, this is good while it's good, but we're not gonna hold on to it because they just started milking it. I could tell you when it was Dress Rosa. Dress Rosa is when the milking started. Like
Yeah.
now we're gonna make things long for no reason. That's when it started, unfortunately. But yeah. Anyway, well, let's review the episode. We got Ota in there. Uta,
I call it Yuta. I
Yuta,
don't give a fuck.
Yuta. Shanks' imaginary daughter. This feels like
Nah, bro, she's real, but it gets me tight. Bro, the reason why it gets me tight, and I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but the reason
no,
to,
you're good.
to anybody who watches One Piece, which it's a small amount of y'all that do, right? I called Taj. I didn't even watch the episode because I knew it was gonna be straight bullshit. I watched it on my the day after my birthday on the 17th. Called up Taj. Yo, bro, this some bully, bro. They made a fake character that don't exist, but now she exists. But she exists in a movie, but is not canon, but she exists in real life. He was like, wait, how does that work? I don't understand that. I'm like, yo, bro, watch the episode. Yesterday hit. Chilling.
It was like
I
it
get
was like
a
10:30,
I get a
11.
call. I get a call. Taj like, yo, I'm so mad, heated. I'm tight. He's like, how the fuck did they do that? And bro, to the community, to the people that don't understand what we're talking about, One Piece has a bad track record of going back into the past and fudging out memories that never happened in the original episodes of the show. And
Yeah,
most
they're
people,
breaking anime rules. Like I said before, like this is the second like taboo thing they did. So the first thing was when it's a boss fight, when it's like the main character's fighting some really strong person. No anime in history of anime is gonna jump from that and then spend 10 episodes on some side characters and then go back to the fight.
yeah,
Like usually when you get to the boss, like we're gonna watch 5 episodes of boss fight until it's over. But they're like, no, he's fighting the main dude. But while that's going on, let's show you what Chopper's doing. And we'll spend an episode and a half on that, and then go back to the fight, and then spend an episode and a half on Zoro. Well, Zoro's there, Sanji, whoever. So that's one thing. But now they've showed the origin story of One Piece a million times, like in terms of like Shanks getting to the island, Luffy going into the treasure chest, eating the devil fruit. But now they're etching this other character into those origin episodes that's never once been mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Like never even mentioned. Forget shown. They didn't even mention anywhere in the show that Shanks has a daughter. So now they're trying to force feed her into the show, and it's terrible. I was cool with it in the movie because movies have no rules; they're not canon. So whatever they do in the movie, I was like, oh, okay, Shanks got a daughter. It's a movie, whatever. But then when they throw her in the actual show and make her canon, then it's like, all right, this isn't planned. Like, there's no way this is planned. Like when I think of like planned things, for example, my Shippuden reference of the day, there was mention of Obito early. They didn't say his name, but there was mention that like there was a kid with Kakashi and Ren and Minato, and he died. You know what I'm saying? So when fast forward when we found out that like Obito was the bad guy, like oh okay, well they mentioned him before. He's not just pulled out of the writer's ass. So this pretty bad. So yeah, they don't kill Kaido and them. But let's actually give it a fair review while we're still talking about it. She doesn't that we know of. She doesn't have a power, right? She sings. She's a performer. She doesn't actually have that we know of an actual power, right?
Well, from the most that we know about her, she's half angel, right? Because she got angel bloods because she got angel wings on her back.
Mm-hmm.
On top of her being an angel, I don't know. I mean, she's a singer. It makes sense. It like in a very angelic sense, it makes sense that she's an angel or half angel that could sing and perform and all of that. You know, I thought it would have been cool if she was brought up earlier on in the show and then we bring her back, because then that would have made a lot of sense. But with how the show is going, it's looking like it's like a money move kind of thing. They're thinking, oh, how do we make this a thing and a money move, a lit money move for the community. And I think for some people are probably like, oh, Uda's cool, and for other people, Uda's not that great. She's cool, don't get me wrong, but if you're gonna do that, do it early. Do it episode 1 or whenever the first initial flashback happened. Do it then. Don't do it now.
I figure they're making enough money off of changing Chopper's costume every 5 episodes and selling the stuffed animals.
Probably, but
that was the money grab that they needed. But I don't know. That makes sense.
Oda's probably stinking rich, but
what do you think they're I mean, there's no way to really know, but how do you think she's going to tie in? Do you think this is going to be the bridge into learning about Shanks? Because we really don't know anything about Shanks, but do you think they're going to use her as a bridge to learn about Shanks, or you think they're just wasting time?
I think it's a waste.
Okay.
I mean, we could. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, the idea of what was constructed initially before the post time skip, pre-time skip era, everything before the time skip, right? Mm-hmm. Everything was okay. We don't know nothing about Shanks. Luffy has to get to that tier where then he can give the hat back to Shanks. Obviously, Luffy's probably going to always keep the hat. That's in his name. Shanks is probably not going to necessarily take it back. And that's perfectly fine. You know what I mean? That's okay. It's whatever.
I mean, the whole hat thing, Gold Roger gave the hat to Shanks. So even if Shanks took it back, I don't know.
Shanks would give it back. He would be like, nah, you could hold it.
Laid on Gold Roger's grave on the last episode or something. I don't know.
Nah, I think he would just give it to Luffy, and then they would probably put that hat on Luffy's grave, just like how they put Ace's beads on his grave and his swords, whatever. I mean, it's a part of who Luffy is. It's his identity now. It's not necessarily a Shanks identity. Shanks is kind of a little too old to be wearing.
No, Shanks was rocking the hat since childhood. Like,
no, but I'm saying when he was young, when he was like in his 30s, he met Luffy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he had a kid.
I'm saying he was already a captain when he was rocking the hat. Like he was already like I don't know if he was an emperor.
He probably was. He probably was extremely established. You know what I mean? But that's okay. You know what I mean? That's fine. But it's I think.
Anyway, so OT waste of time.
I think she's a waste of time. I mean, if we get information, then it's gonna be very slim to nil. But I feel as though the movie, they may go and throw Shanks in there. They may go and throw the crew in there. They're gonna do all this shit, and then Oda's gonna. I mean, the movie's not canon, so it's like
that's why I don't watch them.
All of these movies, all the moves that Shanks does, Shanks could fucking turn into a fucking robot, bro. Don't exist. Don't exist in the anime.
Yeah.
So to
Okay.
me, I'd rather get to the fight at hand with Luffy and Kaido. That's just me. What do you think?
I agree. I think they're throwing her in maybe to increase sales, you know what I'm saying, on cosplays or something like that. Um but in terms of how she's gonna influence the main objective, which they like to get away from, of getting to Raftel and finding One Piece, I don't think she has anything to do with any of that. She
Yeah.
this is gonna be like the the island that Frankie's from. Is it
Water
Water
7.
7? Um, the rope. Do you remember the dude with the ropes and the goggles? Like he had goggles. He fought with ropes. Like I thought he was gonna join the crew because throughout Water 7, he's sticking by them, and he's like looking like he's gonna be relevant. And then they dropped him off. And then the dude in Dressrosa, the toy soldier that turned into the warrior dude with one leg, forgot his name. But he was another one that like when they found it took them a while to find him because Dressrosa is mad long, but he stuck with them, and then even when he turned human, he stuck with them. I didn't think he was going to join the crew, but I think it's going to be another situation where she's just going to be around for a while. She's going to serve some purpose, and then we'll stop talking about her. So yeah, that's really it for that. We'll see what they drop in the next episode, but it's little One Piece is on a tightrope. It's becoming really like childish, really Pokemon-ish. Like I stopped following Pokemon because I was like, okay, so there's infinite regions, and now we're coming out with Sparkle Pokemon, Diamond, Mega Pokemon. Like they keep pulling out different things to extend the show. I get it,
Yeah.
but it's like you're getting away from where were these Sparkle Pokemon in the original Pokemon? Why weren't they mentioned? Where were but if your goal is longevity, you could just make up stuff. It will imagine if they had the foresight and Ash in episode 7 mentioned a region of Sparkle Pokemon and then they got to it 20 years later. Like that would be fire, but that would also mean that the writers are actually thinking things through. It's clear with One Piece that Oda's not. He knows how it's gonna end. I truly believe that, but he don't know how we're gonna get there. I don't believe he knows how we're gonna get there. Like he has an ending in his head, but how we get to that ending, it could go 7, 8, and like it's multiverse of madness. It could end.
Bro, the what was funny was that I read a while ago. It's been a few years since I read it, but I read an article where it was essentially it was one of those big Japanese news articles that talk about anime, different shows and shit like that. And it was translated because obviously I don't know a lick of Japanese language, but
Mm-hmm.
the big idea of what I'm trying to express is that the assistant director of Oda got interviewed, and the interviewer was asking Oda, "Hey, a lot of people have gone like throughout the years, they've thought of what the ending of One Piece would look like. Has anybody been right?" And he was like, "We've seen a lot of interesting ones, but nobody's came up with the right answer." And to me, it's like bullshit. Bullshit. Bro, you know how many fucking people in Japan are watching that shit?
Right.
You know,
Nobody
bro.
got the right
On
answer.
top of that, you got dudes who channels are solely related to just One Piece reviews and topics.
Mm-hmm.
You think that these motherfuckers ain't on no shit?
Right.
Like, get the fuck out of here. Then I'm like, he just don't want to. He just don't want people. He just don't want to tell that people were right, or some people may have gotten it right, just so that people start, looking at
Just so
other
that the
people.
curiosity stays there. That's what I'm saying. It's not planned out. Like I said, I think he has an ending in mind.
Right.
But how we get to that ending, I think he's freeballing. Because he wants to make money. And he doesn't want to start a new thing. He wants to just keep it
Look,
going, keep Luffy at the center of it.
I'm gonna say something controversial. I think Oda don't care about his craft no more. That's what I'm gonna say. To all the One Piece fans that are watching this and they want to come hose me,
No,
eat it.
that's a fair statement. The quality has gone
Well,
down and the
no,
quantity has gone
the
up.
quality of the videos are fine. I'm not. I'm
No. The
not.
quality of his pen, the quality of the writing has gone to shit.
I see what you mean.
I'm not talking about the high definition, like ooh, like it's pretty colors. I'm not talking about that. The pen, like One Piece used to be thought provoking. Now it's like nobody dies. You know what I'm saying? People we're saying I'll kick your ass instead of I'll kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like they're PG in it, so it's bad.
Yeah.